Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyblock episode. Took us 44 episodes, but today we're gonna finally defeat the Ender Dragon and beat the game once and for all, so we can come to a good finale for the series. Just kidding, of course. I'm not gonna be done after defeating Ender Dragon. That's where the game just really starts usually. So there's still plenty things left to do. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to 100 episodes. There's of course all of the custom Skyblock features that I haven't touched yet. For example, yeah, we can get cobweb by killing spider jockeys. Definitely want to make a specialized farm for that. Getting deep slate, hook up the deep slate production to the blast chamber as well. Hook up plenty more farms to the blast chamber or the block storage. So there's still a lot of things to do. Also, the vanilla content. Want to make some farms I've never done before, like the villager to witch conversion, redstone farm. So yeah, definitely not gonna run out of things to do. There's also gonna be a couple of silly builds like the chunk that I wanna recreate as I've shown before. Plenty of things to do. Okay, so today Ender Dragon fight, but I actually wanna start by checking up on the farm we made last time. So here I actually got impatient and did what you guys suggested in the comments and filled the back of those hoppers just with some dummy items. So they would fill up quicker with the dried kelp blocks. So now we got the full furnace array running, producing XP with the cactus we get from the cactus farm. Also, some of the leftover kelp blocks already go into the storage here, so I can use those for a different furnace array where we smelt normal items instead. So that's quite handy, so I don't need to bucket lava every time. So far I was always using the 2 8 furnace array systems over there that I had to refill with lava buckets, which actually works pretty well for single player. Can get pretty much everything I need. I needed 20,000 glass before, was okay, but it's always more convenient to maybe upgrade and make a faster one. So we can maybe use the dried kelp blocks for that, or use a different fuel source. Could also imagine a bamboo farm would be nice. We'll see about that later. Yeah, I already took out some XP. Check it out here on the right. Those furnaces are now locked. I take out some XP. Yeah, I got from level 56 to 70 now. I just unlocked the furnace. It starts producing, but it doesn't get fed new items. So yeah, there's plenty of furnaces left where you can get XP from. I was already using some of that in order to make some spare armor. So we have the dragon fight today in the void, which will be probably quite dangerous. There's a really good chance I'm gonna fall in the void, and then I can just come here and take my replacement gear. Already made a full replacement set for tools and armor, although I'm definitely not gonna bring all the tools to the Ender Dragon fight. And I could imagine that I might wanna make some cheaper armor just for fighting. It's not like I need aqua affinity and everything on the helmet, for example. Might even make some cheaper fighting armor that we can just lose. Yeah, I already made a second set of tools. So yeah, in case anything goes wrong, it's not like a rage quit moment. All I gotta do, come to this chest and re-equip. What is actually a problem is always getting the Swift Sneak enchantment. It's a bit inconvenient. Now I got like 70 levels. I could like take some diamond pens, run over to the enchantment table next to the wardens, try my luck, and then come back. Yeah, I just did that actually, went over there with about 60 levels, didn't get any Swift Sneak 3 enchantment and had to come back. Would actually be quite convenient if we would bring a warden over here. I'm really thinking about this, so we can just use the XP from the furnaces here and do the enchantment thingy for Swift Sneak right next to the source of XP. We reduce travel time. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, what I actually want to do is now expand the villager setup or finalize it. So yeah, I mostly use this now in order to get redstone. I got my 24 villagers that I sell iron to. Those villagers are also useful to get armor and tool, so they have a double use. And then I sell the emeralds I get to those guys and get redstone dust from. So I got 24 of the iron buying villagers and 14 of the redstone selling villagers. At the moment I can't really imagine that I need any different villagers or a different profession. I was thinking we could actually finalize the setup here and fill in 10 more slots with clerics, so you can invest all the emeralds you get here into redstone directly without having any leftovers. So we can, I think, always sell 48 iron ingots to get 12 emeralds, and I can spend 12 emeralds to get 24 redstone dust. There's always some leftover, and if we would just fill up those slots, clerics as well, then we just get redstone dust out of here. Okay, so I already have the villagers for that. Those guys have been hanging around for quite a while. Don't intend to actually breed more, so I'm just gonna use the minecarts again, bring 10 over, and then I think this setup is finalized. So since we already have those 10 villagers, they basically wouldn't add any extra lag because we already have them, so I think it's fine. But I wouldn't want to make this any larger, because the more entities we have at the base, the worse it gets. So we're, yeah, just for reference, now at around 12 MSPT if we hang around this place here. It's single player, I'm not bothering anybody, so that's why, yeah, do decisions here that I wouldn't do on a server, to build everything in one place. Usually that's not the best idea. Imagine you play on a server and 5 players have a huge cactus farm next to their villager setup, next to their frogs and so on. Yeah, then the game already starts lagging. So in single player I can get away with doing some stuff that wouldn't be ideal, as long as I don't get above 50 MSPT. But of course, on a server, you would want to separate that. Have your villagers far away from everything else, even if it requires some travel time. But the other players are not affected by your villagers that are loaded 100% of the time, but you only need them 1% of the time. So that's really the advice for today. If you play on a server, make it lag friendly for the other players, so then everyone can enjoy the experience without any additional lag. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna, bring the villagers over there, and then we're gonna work on a ghast farm. Okay, so this worked out perfectly. We still have 2 villagers left. That would be enough to repopulate again in case we need the villagers somewhere else. And yeah, we got 24 villagers that sell redstone dust now, so this should be exactly 9 stacks. Maybe let's do a run real quick, see if it really works out. Oh, it takes a while still with the fast item scroller trading. But exactly one stack of redstone blocks each time, that actually sounds really good. There we go. And the last 5. So much XP now. And nothing left over and exactly 1 stack of redstone blocks. Okay, this is actually satisfying. Okay, now let's move on. I want to build a ghast farm before I do the Ender Dragon fight, because I'm already thinking ahead. You need to resummon the dragon a second time, because if you defeat the dragon a second time, I think also the 3rd and 4th times so on, a Schalke appears somewhere around 0-0 in the end. So the end is also a complete void. There are no end cities. There's nothing like in the Overworld or the Nether. It's complete void dimension. And yeah, the way to get Schalkes is defeat the Ender Dragon a 2nd or 3rd time. So we need ghast tears to get those end crystals that resummon the dragon. So that's why I need the ghast farm all of a sudden. And I already have a design, if you maybe remember it. At some point, I wanted to get gunpowder, and I was thinking first a ghast would be a good solution, but then I didn't find the right spot where to build it, because I needed, a ghast spawning nether biome next to a warm ocean biome where the sand can generate, and I didn't find it immediately, and then just went with the creeper farm instead. So I think unless I deleted it, we should still have the ghast farm in the nether somewhere. Let's check real quick. Yeah, that would be the ghast farm. I think it should also still be working. Let's see. Yeah, there's already ghast spawning. So it would be something small like that, but it's really all we need. So this definitely gives us some decent rates. A lot of ghast spawning that, sent to the overworld. Oh, the noise. So how does the overworld look like? Just like this, we're gonna use anti-cramming to kill them all. Okay, let's actually set this to peaceful real quick. What do we have here? Was that the setup? Just some hoppers? And apparently... Oh yeah, there's hopper minecarts below. Is that it? No, that would be quite simple. I think they are aligned in a special way, or anything special about them. I don't even know. Oh yeah, okay, so there's 4 minecarts. Yeah. It's been a while since I made this. Okay, so this would be quite a simple farm to build. Alright, so I'm gonna take a schematic of this so we can build it up in survival. Usually I don't like portal farms like this one here at all, because it's just way too simple in a way. You saw the overworld part as well, it's just placing portals and that's basically it. Yeah, the only thing we need here are jack-o'-lanterns, because it allows mobs to spawn on top, unlike, for example, shroom light or frog light or sea lantern and so on. That's why it's the best block for this, which prevents the skeleton spawning around. So only ghasts can spawn here. Why am I still using the portal farm here, although I don't really like it because it's kind of boring? It's really the only solution that works, I feel like, because there are those special mob spawning rules in the Soul Sand Valley. As you can see here, we just got normal spawning spaces, just some sandstone, but you don't see a single ghast spawn over here. Because we got those skeletons around, now we got a ghast. Yeah, but it's really slow. So there's the special mob spawning rule in the Nether that mobs around themselves create an area that prevents other mobs spawning. So you're not really limited by the 70 mob cap really, you're additionally limited by that. And the portal farm is just ideal. As soon as a ghast spawns, it's getting sent to the overworld, which makes it possible that new mobs spawn, which here would take way longer. So the one ghast I get yeah, around itself prevents mob spawning. We need to pick it up maybe with a minecart somehow, bring it somewhere else. So yeah, a non-portal farm would be just a lot slower and would need to be huge instead. So since this is still working 1.19.3, I feel like at least once we can use a portal farm, but definitely it's not going to be the solution to everything. For example, the magma cream farm was also a one-dimension farm. Yeah, I don't want to build too many portal farms really, because it's just, well, a bit boring. But at this time, I feel like it's the only reasonable choice. Okay, so I'm gonna take a schematic, then we search for a nice place in the Nether and build this up. Okay, back in survival, I picked up a lot of soul sand and polished blackstone buttons again, because we have to go out quite a bit. The warped forest biome is about 900 blocks in that direction, so luckily I already have a little bit of soul sand. I think after 200 blocks we do a left turn, so I just need to go out like further 600-700 blocks there, and then yeah, we reach the warped forest biome. So I went out a couple hundred blocks and then realized I made the same mistake as last time. For some reason I always think the ghast spawn in the warped forest, but it's of course the Soul Sand Valley. But luckily I made a second mistake, I went to the wrong direction as well. And two mistakes kind of cancelled themselves out, because here's actually a Soul Sand Valley biome, as shown in the top left by Mini Hut. Here's just nether fortresses. So all good. Got a bit lucky there. So yeah, we can build a farm here. But first we need to get the materials. We actually need to get those jack-o'-lanterns. And I think I only have like 20 pumpkins at this point. Gotta make a little setup to farm a couple more. It's definitely super nice that at this point we can make dirt now, so I can just make a little setup like this one here. Even broke bone meal, so this should take no time, and we have all the jack-o'-lanterns we need. In a way, I'm still used to 1.12 Minecraft. I totally forgot that you actually need to shear the pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns. Back then you didn't need to, so I guess the best way would have been actually just to shear them right on the pumpkin field and then break them. But I picked up a lot of unsheared pumpkins, so what I can do, I guess, is dual wield here. Yeah, that kind of works, but it's rather slow. Would need to triple wield to also break it with the axe somehow. Oh, okay, but I only need a stack of jack-o'-lanterns, so that should be fine. Alright, so time to build this. In my inventory and ender chest, I think I have all the materials that we need for this. And of course I'm gonna build it overworld first, before we have any ghast spawning or anything can go wrong here. Gotta be really careful with the ghast. So there's a player portal. We can safely go through to pick up the items that will be collected in the overworld. Because after my FK session, I really don't want to just go through the portal here and end up in the cell with all the ghast. That's why we're going to have a separate portal. We're going to bridge over probably like 200 blocks to get to the item collection. Okay, so I already wrote down like the center of the ghast farm. So I'm gonna build the nether portal in the overworld at the corresponding coordinates, build everything around, finish the overworld part, so that the ghast won't just explode out in the wild, and then build the nether. So as you can see, the farm is clearly working. I AFK'd just a couple minutes, but that should already be enough to get a couple stacks of ghast tears. Alright, let's head over to the overworld and grab some of those ghast tears. I mean, it's not like I need hundreds of end crystals right away. Maybe later. There's actually two ways you can probably make a shulker farm. Either we just summon a dragon over and over again and always kill it one shulker we probably get, or we just make a proper shulker farm. Okay, so I'm also pretty sure here in the overworld we shouldn't see anything, because on my way to the setup here I'm just gonna despawn all the mobs. So it's just about picking up the ghast tears here. Would have been more fun if this would be a multiplayer server, then I could maybe place a bot in the nether. We can actually see the farm working in the overworld. It's also a pretty loud farm, all the ghast screaming. Okay, so let's check the chests. Yep. Oh! Actually, most of the items land on the right. It's actually crazy. I was just there a couple minutes. So, yeah. I'm not even worried about it. So I'm gonna grab those. There's a ton of gunpowder. It's crazy. And then we should be good. Now, whenever we need more ghast tears, AFK a couple minutes and pick it up. I think I'm just gonna throw this out. Get more than enough gunpowder from the creeper farm anyway. But maybe even fill the ender chest so we don't have to run back here anytime soon. There's a lot of stuff in the ender chest as well now. It's actually time for some shulker boxes. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely plenty. Okay, so while the cactus farm actually took 11 hours to build, the ghast farm, at least the nether part, was only 11 minutes. So it's really a simple farm. So back at the overworld, I made a whole stack of ender eyes so we can find the stronghold. So let's see. Okay, so roughly towards that direction. So usually, I got a whole stack, don't even care. So usually the stronghold should be like 1500 to 2000 blocks away. It was slightly to the left. I'm thinking if I maybe take the frosted ice tunnel, go a couple blocks over, it should be almost straight. Okay, let's see. I'm at the pig pen now. And it's just ever slightly to the right. Yeah, with this we could already triangulate it, but I think I just need to go straight and then we'll eventually basically see it. Bridging also got so much better than in the old days. Now with soul speed and swift sneaking, no problem at all anymore. So I went out 1000 blocks now. Let's try an ender eye again. Oh, it's a bit more to the right now, so that means we're getting close. be maybe a couple hundred blocks now. And there it is. The end portal frames, you can already see it, so I'm gonna make my way over there. Okay, so here we are, end portal frames and silverfish spawner. In case we need those guys for anything. Not sure. I don't think there's even a modded feature that would make use of silverfish. But I'll keep them anyway, although they might get a bit annoying over there. Yeah, so I don't think I'm equipped for the fight yet. Just bridged here with the soul sand. Now I'm gonna place another portal. Guess right over here already. So we can go through the nether to get here quicker the next time. And then I'll just equip. I'll definitely need some blocks. I think I'm just gonna bring froglight blocks and obsidian. So we have a block that the dragon doesn't destroy, and the froglight just for normal bridging to get closer, so the enderman wouldn't spawn on it. Yeah, and then as usual arrows and armor. I think I'm gonna make custom armor that isn't as expensive. Okay, so I'm equipped now. This is all I'm gonna bring for the fight. Armor just with protection really. And yeah, made a sharpness 5 sword, efficiency 5 pickaxe, food, then the froglight. And I actually checked the wiki. That's quite interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting piece of trivia. Crying obsidian also doesn't get destroyed by the ender dragon. So it's basically a 2-in-1. It prevents the enderman from spawning, and the dragon doesn't destroy it. So it's better than the normal obsidian, I would say. Okay, I got 12 ender eyes and a power 5 bow. There wasn't really no point putting unbreaking and so on it. Okay, only downside is I don't have soul speed. I'm walking so slow here in the soul sand, but you can use a little trick. You can just walk on the edge. It's a bit scary, but if you align yourself correctly, you can do it. It's definitely better than just walking on a normal soul sand, which you're about half as fast, which is also still okay, I guess. Okay, let's go around and get to the end. Let's also disable that silverfish spawner. As far as I know, in a while, you can just place blocks around, and then they can't spawn anymore because of light level. Not entirely sure, but yeah, I think that works. Okay, it's time for the yearly Ender Dragon fight. To be honest, I hardly ever do the Ender Dragon fight. Something that doesn't interest me at all. Leave me alone with the dragon. I don't care about it, but yeah, like once a year I have to do it because we like start a new series or something like that. And usually I forget like half the stuff about the Ender Dragon fight. Yeah, for the next time. So let's see how it goes. Probably not gonna be good about it. Definitely can't compare me to like speedrunners that do it 50 times a day or scripted Minecrafters, the cheated speedruns. I'm gonna go in here with like limited knowledge. Gonna try my best. I got a little bit of a plan what to do, because it's mostly gonna be about not getting knocked into the void. The dragon has this one attack where it sends you flying 50 blocks higher in the air. So I think it's gonna be important to like have blocks above, have some sort of ceiling, so that we don't get like flung up high and to the side where we just get knocked into the void. Okay, yeah, can't see anything. As you can see, you can see nothing. Oh yeah, the dragon fight or the boss fight fog is there. I could disable this with Tweakeroo. There's even an option to do that. I think I'm just gonna leave it on. I guess just have to get near the bedrock platform in the middle. So 0, 0 it is. Can navigate with the coordinates. Okay, towards west. Oh, there's the dragon getting spawn camped here. Oh my god, hopefully if you get attacked now, this would have been game over. Okay. Yeah, I guess we have to just try to get closer there. Not entirely sure if there's like a limit how low the dragon can fly. I think, oh yeah, that's the bedrock platform. It's a little bit higher as usual. I think I'm just gonna stay a little bit lower. I think this gives me better chances to get close. And then try to get up higher and close to, kinda close to the bedrock platform, because we need to go there anyway, so we can chip away. We can chip away like half the health of the dragon with bow, which is definitely preferable, and then the rest is a melee fight with the sword, and the dragon lands. Oh my god! At the platform. I totally forgot about Dragon's Breath. bottles would have actually been super useful, but I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, I could just use the bottles in order to get rid of that stuff. Too bad I can't go back now. Oh my god. Would have been super useful, it's too bad I can't go back. Okay, this is also really exciting. Definitely would have been quite a thrill to do this in hardcore. Beginning of the series, I briefly thought about doing all of it in hardcore. Would have been a super interesting thing, like this dragon fight, because there I would really need to play it safe somehow. Probably also practice it beforehand. But yeah. Now, if you die, you can just re-equip. And to be honest, I wouldn't have survived the hardcore series for long. Because I usually tend to do some stupid mistake. But then you also play a lot more careful if you actually play hardcore. So here, I don't think in hardcore I would just make a one wide bridge to get closer. Yeah, I don't even think about attacking right now. First I wanna get closer and make some sort of a safe zone. They can't get knocked into the void, but we need to kind of make it large enough so we can just dodge the dragon's breath as well. So how's it going? Okay, if I maybe pillar up here? Or actually use an ender pearl if the dragon flies away to get there. Oh yeah, it was a good throw. And then just bridge out real quick from here. Also blocks on the side. So like this. This would have been my idea, to have something like this, but this probably needs to be larger. You have to expand this, because if you get shot now with Dragon's Breath, this would be really bad. Okay. I'm scared. Yeah, but that would have been my idea, and I can shoot out from the side. And then slowly chip away, and then run towards... Yeah, this again, once the dragon lands. Okay, that's the Dragon's Breath. And here we're just gonna surround everything with the blocks, so we can't get shot up as well. Let's see how that goes. I can dodge a little bit of damage, I think, from the Dragon's Breath, but it's something I really should avoid. The bottles would have been so helpful. I haven't thought this through entirely. Yeah. Kinda survived this. Okay, so yeah, this definitely needs to be longer. I need to like, yeah, get up there again and make this like 50 blocks long, that's for sure. Let's just run all the way back. I think that's out of reach there, and heal up. Whew, that's really exciting. Could have brought better food as well, of course. But I used up all the pork chop already I got from the initial pig breeding for getting gold. And now we're just eating all of the chickens that I... Oh, I'm getting shot at from here as well. Now we're just eating all the chickens that I made in order to get that one villager back then. Try the ender pearl throw again. That was actually good. Now let's expand this real quick by a couple blocks. So once it's like 30 blocks long, it should be good. Just wanna get shot out the front right now. Okay, the dragon is all the way over there. Oh, here it comes. Don't wanna get shot out right there. Okay. Not sure how long this needs to be. Okay, the dragon stopped quickly. Let's go out further. Ah! Oh, that was close. Yeah, I think we're relatively safe in here. Is this enough already? Like 10 more blocks and I think we got it. Okay. Bottles would have been so helpful. Like I can already imagine getting trapped by the dragon's breath and not being able to get out. You could just use the bottles and scoop it up. No! Almost. I tried my best. Okay. I don't think I lost much. So... already saw the head, placed my bed there so we can sleep. Now I'm just gonna quickly run over to the villager center. Make the same kind of armor. Get the same kind of blocks. I mean, there's more crying obsidian here. And try that again. XP is also certainly no longer an issue with the furnace razor. That's where you have it. From level 4 to level 50. Nice. Okay, so let's try this again. This time better equipped than ever. I brought the glass bottles and even found a little bit of pork chop. Yeah, let's go. So I don't think we even have to expand the platform we made much further, because now we can just bottle up all of the dragon's breath. That should land. Kinda does. Not the way I wanted though. But we can just get in here and seal it up in the end, finally. Now we can just get a couple bow shots in. Here it is, the dragon. It's landing. It's actually interesting. Can I get closer if the dragon is landed over there? No! Getting hit there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's Dragon's Breath, and we can just bottle it. Neat, yeah. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. Yeah, I'm sure people that do the dragon fight all the time know that you have to bring bottles, so excuse me that I didn't think about all of that stuff. But yeah, once you actually do it once, then it's easy to correct on mistakes you made. Okay. Yeah, now it's actually no problem at all. Okay. I could probably even take out some of the blocks above myself. It's like we need all of them. But we already chipped away a bit of health. It's just a matter of time. Let's see. Okay, gotta hit in. Okay, no, the dragon is probably landing, right? Nope, not even. Guess most of the time I can actually stay right here. Even if I'm getting shot at now with the Dragon's Breath, yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Maybe I should make this a bit higher. So I can't get shot out to the side here at all. Probably the smart thing to do. I'm gonna take out a couple blocks there as well. The dragon lands. We can probably get some hits in. Yeah, that was the plan. Oh, now I actually got flung away with a dragon. Okay, I'm pretty sure without the blocks it would have been game over. Okay. Not at half health, so I should be able to... Yeah, if I could actually aim, chip away a bit of the health, the bow shots. Let's try... Almost. Definitely brought enough arrows, I think. I think it's just a waiting game. Every time lands here, easy hits, I would say. No, it's not. We need to hit it in the head or some in the chest. Like it's actually invincible in certain spots. Okay. I said a dragon fight noob. Yes. Probably should eat. But I mean, the strategy at least, I think, works kind of. So that's a good thing. It's just a waiting game. Easy hits. There you go. I think we're actually down to like 40% health now. You can still hit it with the bow. Oh, the wizard was the one that you can only half hit. Oh, totally confused the two. Oh, you can probably even kill a dragon just with bow shots. Totally forgot about it. Oh my god. Yeah, the wizard was the one. Yeah. But here you can only hit with the sword. Yeah, that's the way it worked. Ah, got it again. Okay. There we go. More bow hits. Still gotta do the wither fight, I just realized. But now we got the bedrock here, so I can cheese it. Can just place the wizard in the side of the bedrock. So, yeah. Don't have to make a fool myself with the wizard fight as well. I can cheese it. Okay, where's the dragon? Maybe one more hit. There we go. It wasn't too hard in the end. I mean, only one death. Can't complain. Oh. Okay. I was inside of the portal blocks and got sent straight away back to the villagers. Okay, I see. Okay, so there's not much to collect in the end anyway right now. I mean, you can get more XP out of the furnace array than from the whole Ender Dragon fight this time. Could maybe get the dragon egg, but the interesting part is really gonna be like defeating the Ender Dragon a second time. And then somewhere a Schalke should appear. We have to see where and how and so on. And once we have the Schalke, then in theory you could also, I think that's what I want to get first, work towards getting Elytra. So you need to get one of those Endermites, so those creatures that have a 5%, I think, chance of spawning if you throw an Ender Pearl. And then the Endermite needs to have two effects: slow falling and levitation. Levitation it gets from being hit by a Schalke, so we need to make some sort of contraption, I guess, we get Schalke bullets out of. And then we need a slow falling potion. That means we need to get some phantom membrane from either the phantoms or we make a cat gift form. But I think I'm just gonna kill some phantoms, get the first Elytra, and then later the cat gift form. Yeah, so Endermite needs two potion effects, and then we need to kill it a player kill. And then it should drop an Elytra, hopefully. So that's definitely the plan for next episode, because this Elytra is just really OP item. It's fast travel, it's life insurance in case I fall in the void. It makes everything so much easier. It's almost a bit too OP, as we already talked about. But that's definitely what I want to get first. Then we get the Schalke. could maybe make some sort of a smaller setup just to kill a couple Shikers. And eventually, definitely is also the plan to make a full-blown Shiker farm. We can maybe build in a spawn chunks or somewhere else that's getting chunk loaded. So there's definitely plenty of do as always. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Despite my noobish Ender Dragon fighting skills, I'm just not doing this stuff enough to be really well versed in that kind of thing. Yeah, anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.